One of the best feelings in Football Manager's got to be when one of your signings pays off. Big Nath, he's starting to deliver. Get off. The big dog's got 16 in 21, but how are the rest of the Badalona boys doing? What's up everyone, hope you're well. Now like I said, Bada has had the desired effect. 16 goals in 21 matches. Goals have never been a problem for us, but he's just a little bit better than the boys we had last season, and he's leading by example. But first I need to bring your attention to this dire situation. We are now 2.2 million in debt. We're losing so much money, 60 grand a month, 100 grand a month. We can't stem it. So it's going to have to completely change the way we approach this. We made all those transfers last time to get them in, all these free transfers. We still had to pay some wages for them, all the loans, but now we're going to have to generate from the youth. So we've started planning for next season already. If you see down the transfers out column, we brought in the massive fee of 3.2 thousand. We might be able to buy a Vauxhall Asm for that, or a Fiat 500. Twitter beware. But we've got all these players out on loan. Look at them all. Nearly all of them are youngsters. Let me just pick a random one. Just as Jonas Henning there. He's way on loan, a big German centre-back at 6'6". There's some good players here, and next season they could be key. I'll bring your attention to this lad, Nesta Goglino. Right, Nesta is on loan at a division rival. Madness you may seem, but it's starting to work. It's starting to work. His attributes are starting to rise. He's 21. Look at his leadership. He's a future captain, this guy. He's getting some good game time. He's played 20 times, and that's what we're doing with all these players. They're all out on loan, they're all getting games, because next season they're going to be vital. That is why this is one of the most unique saves you'll ever see, because across the top bar there you can see we've got under 19s, we've got Badalona and under 19s. Because Badalona merged with Costa Brava, we've got two sets of under 19s and the reserve team. So we've got loads of players coming through. Which leads me to this. Now we all remember Pitu, my head of youth development. There he is. I even got his name right this time. He's a reserved fella, but he's working with youngsters. He's a brilliant, and he's judging player ability and potential. He's very decent for this level, and it's led to this. Look at this. We've got an excellent youth take inbound for next season. So I'm even more buzzing with it. And because of the financial situation, we're going to lean on them heavily. Now, what league are we going to be leaning on them in? Now we've just played Logrones, who are second in the league, and comfortably so. We beat them away from home with Bizet coming up trumps. And this is the way the season's panned out. It's been very inconsistent, winning, going some good runs and a couple of scrappy losses. But throughout that, I think there's 7 defeats there. We've never been soundly beaten. It's always been close, so we've just had to tweak things. At the minute though, as we get a bit closer to the end of the season, we are now on a 5-game undefeated stretch. Things are starting to look up. So as far as the league goes, we're doing okay. Remember, we were predicted to finish about 13th. Before the signings, we were predicted to finish in the relegation zone. We're currently 7th, and if you look how close it is, points-wise, between second place Logrones and ourselves in 7th, there's only 5 points difference. Numancia are out of there. They're completely clear, 51 points. They're going to win this league. The others, we're all fighting for that playoff berth. Now, if you look at some of the metrics, the Bizet factor has helped massively. Chances created were 3rd, shots for, we're up there at 309, and goals 41. So the top scorers in the league, expected goals for, high up as well. We need to tighten it up at the back though. If we go to the detailed table, you can see we've scored 41, but we've also conceded 27, which isn't that bad when you look at all the other teams in the league, all conceding like the likes of 25, 29, things above us. But Numancia at the top there only conceded 11, a few teams around us as well. So at the minute we're outscoring our opposition, but it's causing us some problems in some games. If we look at the data hub, now a lot of these metrics I'm really happy with. We'll probably go into this in more detail on a separate video on the channel. But for example, if you look at the goal output, we go up here. Now we're doing really well. Look how high up we are, sorry. But we're bordering on line going on to the leaky defence side. So what I want to see is us here, but over here a bit more as well. If you look here, you've got Numancia, who are top of the league. Comfy over there. We're always battling against it because we're having to outscore our opposition. Now, one of the problems has been I've been tweaking too much. I should have stuck with a 4-2-4. I bought the players for the 4-2-4, but I've gone into that trap when a few results were going against us. I thought, let's try something else. We tried a little wing-back system, went 4-3-3, and results are all over the place. We've gone back to the 4-2-4 with some tweaks from the last one. If you saw the last lineup, there's definitely some tweaks in there. I've got an advanced forward now. I've got a defensive midfield duo, but what we're doing is we're applying some player instructions so Garrido can act a bit more aggressively. So rather than being a register, getting caught out of position, the last 4 or 5 games we've dropped him as a defensive midfield and we've been that bit tighter. In the next few games, we got totally outclassed by Hercules, losing 3-1. But we bounced back superbly in the next match against La Nucia, a Remy with a cross, and Big Nath once again, 2-0 win. So that leaves us 6th. This is one of them seasons, we're winning one, we're losing one. It's probably too soon for us to go up, but because we're so close now, I'll be disappointed if we don't make the playoffs. So in the next episode, it's that important day in the calendar. It is for us now. Youth intake day, and it's going to be the running to the season as well.